How you guys doing? My name is Malik, and I am the founder of Black Lotus, and we are here with Brylan and Deandra, the founders of 7th Ave. Do you guys like to introduce yourselves real quick?
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Well, excited to be sitting down with you here today. I'm Deandra, one of the co-founders.
And I am Brylan, one of the co-founders as well. And we're in Atlanta somehow.
Yeah, we're in Atlanta, Midtown.
Yep.
Correct.
Very special place.
And you recently just traveled here from SF.
Yeah.
You came down from DC. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this conversation. Actually.
Absolutely, man. I think this is a really important conversation, and I would just love for people to get to know more about 7th Ave, what it really means, your vision for the product, and where you guys are headed. So I guess to start off, can you guys tell us a little bit more about what 7th Ave is and what was the vision behind it?
Yeah. No, you take the order and I'll take the vision.
Okay, cool. So yeah, 7th Ave for us is definitely a special place. We're really excited to be building it out and to bringing it to the community. Essentially, kind of how we came up with this idea was that, we're in this space where we spend more time online than in person ever before, right? You got your Zoom calls, you're on social, all of these different interactions are super digital. And so as we kind of reflect back to our existence as communities of culture, specifically the Black community, we've always had these physical kind of pockets where we come together, we let our hair down, and we just lean into who we are. And now that, again, we're digital, those pockets don't translate online. And so we feel like it's really important to have that space where we can just come together and connect the entire diaspora through a vehicle that is really substance-driven, being audio. And so being able to sit down, have conversations, share your voice, we think really can mobilize our community.
Yeah, and I think kind of just like building on top of that, from a product sense, essentially when we did come to you, right, it was with this idea of like, how do we potentially build a metaverse, right? Or how do we build Wakanda in the cloud? And essentially from a product standpoint, the point of view that we're kind of looking at things through is, okay, all these other companies have been doing social media, right? Where, as we know, our people are the ones who tend to go on there, make it what it is, et cetera, et cetera. But that doesn't necessarily lead to like tangible like solutions and actual progress, because at the end of the day, there's still the wealth gap problem, et cetera, et cetera. And so when we started thinking about this, we were like, okay, how about we flip this, where we're building tools for the Black diaspora, not only to like be able to connect, but more importantly for us to be able to, handle our financial needs, handle our, our different emotional needs, et cetera, et cetera. But at the, in addition to that, people are still connecting. And so that's just kind of what we're looking to do from a product standpoint. We really want to put a tool in every Black folks' pocket across the earth. So ultimately, each and every one of us and our children and future generations, they can have, a better Black experience as well.
Nice. So you guys said a couple of things. You talked about creating a digital space for people to come together using audio as a medium, but also talk about building the metaverse. I feel like when a lot of people hear about 7th Ave, they're just like, oh, it's another clubhouse. How is what you all are doing different than just another clubhouse or another real-time audio social media network?
Yeah, I think for us, it really just comes down to community at the end of it, right? We're not looking to be this hands-off social media company. We're looking to actually build a family. And so when you're pulling up, how do you feel us as a brand, feel us as a team, really create this connection? And so we'll provide curation for folks. We'll try to provide experiences for folks so that you have something to actually dabble and experience with them.
Yeah, and I think even, going back to the community standpoint, it's bigger than just building an audience online, right? And when you think about the field of tech, especially in the context of like just being Black in tech, there's still a lot of firsts potentially for us as well. And so what really excites us, in addition to just the community, is the people in general. Rather, if you're someone that works for the company, all our employees are Black, and literally they exist not only in the United States, but we have employees in Barbados and also, over there in the Middle East as well. But additionally, like, what does it look for? We do think we're building something extremely valuable here that can have a tremendous economic impact, not only for us, but also our investors. And so when we look at the realm of just investing, right, giving, more of our community, I think I was reading earlier today that 33% of Blacks actually actually have like invested in the stock market in 2019. That's crazy, right? Like that was significantly way lower than like every other group of people, right? And so just think about when you apply that to like the startup space, right? And these high value startups. I had a mentor who invested $500 into Uber when they were like their early seed, and that turned into 2.5 when it went public, right? And
$2.5 million.
Correct. And so how do you create these opportunities for our people to be able to participate in that growth as well? Because we can't accomplish anything that we have without our people. And so we're exploring a multitude of ways, but at the end of the day, we're a company that is for the people, and to really be for the people, you have to build with the people and really be feet to the pavement. And so that's what we're looking to do as well. Just be super hands-on with the process.
Yeah. When you guys first approached Black Lotus, like I was just like, okay, cool, this is gonna be a fun project, right? To build a social media network. So, we have experience building social media apps. I used to work at Facebook, so I thought it was just gonna be another project. And like I said, I think a lot of people, when they hear audio, because Clubhouse was first to the table, they just think, oh, Clubhouse. And I have this thesis from like a product perspective that real-time audio is becoming more of a format, kind of like stories was, like Snapchat introduced.
It's a feature.
Stories. It's a feature, right? And so it's just another way, it's another thing that's going to be added to all of these social media networks because it helps people connect. But I think what I really love about what 7th Ave is doing is you guys are going community first. How do you build to connect people? And then from there, through the design process, we can find all of these different ways to do that, right? Like everything from how do experiences and conversations show up in the app? How do we like put people's faces and their identity front and center, allow them to express themselves? Even the profile, which I was really excited about. It's like, how do we allow people to really show who they are authentically? Because we know that when people are on Clubhouse, they're going on there, they're sharing links, they're going to link in bio, they have these really long bios, but I really love the thinking that went into the product strategy on how we can like evolve that and bring everything into this one space. So it's like almost like your calling card.